Wow. Hi, Seth.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi. Let's go.
Let's go eat something.
Yeah, let's go eat something. I'm hungry, but I'm not eating your Dutch sushi though.
The raw fish.
The raw fish. So what's this place called anyway again? And say it so like an Anglo can understand what you're actually saying.
Scheveningen.
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 Yeah, Scheveningen. Not that hard.
And this is the most popular beach in all the Netherlands.
It is actually, yeah.
How many people do you think are here today? Probably 50,000 walking up and down.
Easily 50,000.
Nice.
And now it's quite quiet. It's not that nice of a weather, you know, it's not warm enough. On a good summer's days, 300,000 people here.
300,000 people.
Yeah.
Wow. Are women allowed to go topless here in the Netherlands? Is that socially acceptable?
I think so.
Let's see. Let's just go. Just get a bit of culture. Get a bit of culture. I mean, how long does it take to drive from one end of the country to the other? 3 hours?
3 hours max.
Or windsurfing and.
Don't come out until it's like gale 7.
Yeah.
704 because they don't even bother below that.
Those are the hardcore guys
Exactly.
down there. What the hell's he doing?
Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping. Well, I must say, overall, I'm quite impressed here so far. Like on a sunny day without any wind here, you would. It's not half bad. It's not half bad. No. And when you come to a beach like this, like would a typical Dutchman, would he wear shorts? Would he be in like the budgie smugglers, you know, like the Brazilians?
The banana hammock. No.
Yeah, the banana hammock.
No, that's a no-go, mate.
That's a no-go.
No.
Okay.
You're going to be like in the surf shorts, maybe a little wife beater, you know?
Yeah, what you know, you can't say wife beater.
No.
Far as the eye can see. All the way to Rotterdam. Whoa! See, that's something I would do that. But the bungee jump, I don't know. Me and Mossa could go on that zip line.
Raw fish.
No, I don't want to eat your raw fish. What? We can look at your raw fish. So Simon's up the boulevard. And it's Dutch people eating fish and all kinds of. Like, can I look at the fish first? Or I can smell it. So how is your like fish and chips? Like you've been to England, right?
England's better.
Is it?
Yeah.
But is it good here? Because I didn't get any when I was in England.
It's called kibbeling here.
Kibbeling.
Kibbeling. It's basically the same kind of idea.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's kibbeling.
You want to get that?
I wouldn't mind. I would like to eat some fish. But like, are you going to eat the raw fish?
I'll get you one.
One? Ein?
Yeah.
Ein.
You want some French fries with that?
Yes, I definitely want some French fries with that. Maybe even have a Coca-Cola, a nice beverage. You have mayonnaise with it, don't you? Are you going to talk funny to them?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll help you.
Oh yeah.
Een kibbeling. Nee, geen schotel. Klein.
Klein. That's the secret of 3, 4. So that's the raw fish.
Yeah, and I'll show you how to eat it in a minute. But we're going to be careful with the birds.
What, they'll like come on your table and...
They'll dive bomb you and then...
For that?
Yeah.
I'll keep my eye on him. He's a shit hawk over there. He'll steal whatever. Yeah, there he is now. He's all right?
Yeah.
They're everywhere. You got to watch out for aviation. Oh, you need a fork.
No. I eat it. Just like this. Make sure you got enough onions. Grab it by the tail. There you go.
Just like that. Just like that.
Turn it up.
Is there bones in that?
No.
They debone it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fucking good.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. I'm in the Netherlands today because Seth runs NL Ifak, Netherlands Individual First Aid Kit. Works with Enrico now, Harley, but this is the first time we've ever met. And tomorrow we're going to go visit MSS Defence, and that's where we're going to meet Svetlana, and that's where I buy the night vision and the thermoscopes. So that's why I'm here in the Netherlands today. Mayonnaise, ketchup, Royale with cheese. This is actually a really nice fish.
Yeah.
It's moist, it's fresh. The batter, it's golden brown. It's got the nice texture to it as well. Do these guys have other locations?
They own half the beach here.
Wow, I bet they're a Shulman family. Do you know about Shulman?
No.
Well, you know about gypsies.
Yeah.
Well, we have a Dutch fish and chip, a solid 7 out of 10.
Decent.
That's pretty good. You're a good man.
You're welcome.
Look at the mullet. Didn't the one from the Eurythmics, didn't she have a mullet for a while? She was pretty hot. Poor thing, she got cancer, had to have chemo, lost all her hair. How's your hair?
Great.
We've got all the Netherlands' latest fashion. The Dutch girls. There's a very tall Dutch man as well.
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
Yeah, you're not one of them though. Oh, look at him, look at that ice cream. he licked it like a German though. He was not a Dutchman, I could tell. Hello, mate.
It's at least 10-year-olds.
Anything fun cost a tenner. Why are you offering? Oh yeah, there you go. You get a good one. What's with all the mullets here in your country?
Not specifically the country, it's more this area.
Oh, it's this area.
Yeah, it's something more from here.
But I've noticed it's not an ethnic thing too. It's like everyone's rocking mullets.
Yeah, it's fashion, mate. You don't understand it, it's fashion.
No, I wouldn't understand it, man. Oh, Super Mario Lego, that's all right. Not really. It doesn't look like the likeness of Mario at all. Some of these are pretty cool, actually, I must admit. But this is expensive Lego. 179 euros. It'd be pretty hard for me to justify helping Ukraine by buying that shit, wouldn't it? Police Lego. The police station. Yeah, let's get out of here. This is just costing you money. There's a bit of a cult obsession with mullets where I grew up.
Yeah.
You know, like business in the front, party in the back. And in Sweden, there's a lot of young hipsters in Stockholm. They're rocking mullets now.
In Germany, they call them fokohila.
Fokohila.
Vorne kurz, hinten lang. Short in the front, long in the back. Fokohila.
Fokohila. I'll get some more mullets. We're not off to a good start. Well, I suppose it is.
It's all fairy tales.
Well, all this?
Yeah, every one is a little fairy tale.
Like a traditional Dutch folk fairy tale?
Yeah.
What?
Stick his finger in a dike to make sure it didn't break through.
What? That's sticking a finger in a dike. Is that a story for a child? Oh. Right.
It's called the herring eater.
Oh, like us?
Yeah.
Like how we ate herring.
With little soldiers.
Little soldiers. And this is a lion.
The lion and the mouse.
The lion and the mouse. I know the lion and the mouse. The mouse is Ukraine, and the lion is Russian. It's like, you're not so fucking clever now.
Yeah, that's
Gulliver.
Gulliver.
Is this normal all over the country?
Yeah.
Everywhere?
Nah, big cities mostly.
So I'm not going to get done for sexual
No.
indecency or anything?
They will absolutely love you for it.
Alright, I'm going to go for it. So these are street urinals where I can just do a piss. And this is normal. This is culturally normal. So I'm just going to stand in here like... Right. So... It's kind of revealing, you know. I would look for a bush or something like this. I wouldn't quite... This is kind of weird. But when in Rome. Oh, you doing a piss as well? Yeah, sex offender register, like, and that's for public urination.
Wow.
But imagine that, like,
You get a fine here if you do public urination.
but that doesn't count.
No, that's not public. That's billed for it. I've seen girls use it.
You've seen women use that,
Yeah.
like hot ones too, or like ugly ones,
I didn't walk up to
or
check.
like
You know?
non-hot ones.
I think it's given a little private moment. You know, you're not going to walk up and see if they're pretty.
See,
they're back against.
And you're not going to see if they're actually using the thing or they have another technique, like amazing muscle skills, like Thailand, like they've got ping pong show muscle skills. Fed, I've done a piss. Oof, I'm ready to go. How many ifaks have you been part of a team or either by yourself sent to Ukraine?
ifaks myself is about 100.
About 100 ifaks since the beginning of the war.
Yeah.
And you buy all the supplies here in the Netherlands?
Most of it, yeah.
Most of it?
A lot of it is surplus stuff. A lot of it is what I can find cheaply on the internet, you know, in the beginning. There was quite a lot of surplus stuff in the beginning, like the surplus bag, the British surplus bags. You could get quite a lot of things, and then you put like new stuff in there, you know, a good tourniquet, a good bandage. And most of the gas is expensive, so yeah, that usually didn't fit the budget. And then you send them over.
But now you've met people, like you work with Enrico as well. Oh, all met through Instagram.
Yes.
Ukraine Express in Sweden.
Yes. Purchase things for them. This can be tents, shelters, drones, generators, mostly stuff, you know, to make life a little bit easier. And a lot of medic bags. So lately been doing quite a few medic bags. The eyefacts, the personal ones, they're not really that much necessary at the moment, I think. There's quite a few of them around, but the medic bags are in really big demand. And they're expensive to make.
There's always need for both, but the things I've learned myself, I focus on the things that are harder to source. So you're doing a very good thing. You mentioned there was 4 medic bags, Tasmanian tigers that you put together.
5 actually.
5. And they were all to go to 72 Brigade through someone.
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them.
I know some of them ended up there. It's, usually, to be honest, especially in the beginning, but now still, it's usually sometimes a black hole where things go. And sometimes you get a little feedback back. And thank you so much for helping us, which is great. It's not necessary, but it's appreciated. Yeah, 5 Tasmanian tiger medic bags, which were actually really nice, the assault packs. And after 3 days, there were 2 or 3 left.
Where do you find your resolve to keep doing this? Because you've stuck with us since the beginning of the war.
Yeah. And
every month you're doing something.
I think I'm just down the rabbit hole that much that you can't walk away anymore. You know, if you know what you know, then you can't stop all of a sudden. It's kind of like an addiction to some extent, you know. You get the context, you want to do better, you want to do more, you want to get involved more, you want to help a bit. And I know I can to some extent, even if it's a little bit in the big picture.
Yeah.
You know, I won't change the course of the war by sending an IFAC or a medic back over, but it might be a huge difference to the person who gets it. You know, literally life and death.
And what's the alternative to do nothing? That's
nothing is not a lot.
No,
and sometimes, to be honest, mate, sometimes I envy people who just, you know, are blessed by ignorance to some extent, because they don't get the horrible stuff every day. You know, one of the guys who got my one of the Tasmanian tiger bags, never met him in my life, didn't know he existed, and he died 2 days after he got the bag. I got a little thank you note. He got the bag with some drawings from my friend's kids, some chocolates they put in there, and 2 days later he died. And somehow then there's a connection between this guy and me because he got one of my bags. And sometimes that's hard, you know. It's not.
I understand.
It's not always positive what you get. And yeah, if you're not involved in it, you don't get the shit also. That's what it is.
People, you've helped Jack. You've helped Eddie.
Yeah, it's also a little bit, you know, and I spend a lot of time online, to be honest.
Andre West.
Yeah,
Oleg.
I try to help people, but make a little bit of connections, a little bit of money, a little bit of supplies. In the big picture, it's not much, you know. You see the people doing. Yeah, I did 100 ifaks over a year, so that's 100 soldiers who have a better chance coming home. To be honest, the first 40 or something, they actually went to Swampy's team. And looking back, I talked to some of the guys there, and they said, yeah, they went here, they went to Zaporizhia front, they were used in the Battle of Kiev, some were there. That's actually really good feedback, but I didn't get it in the beginning, and that's okay. So it all kind of disappears into a black hole.
And then, but also some things come back, thank yous unexpected, like...
Yeah. Like something, like I have this little sticker on my logo, I include everything. There's no name on it for me, because I don't think it's about me.
No.
But I got a little photo back of that sticker on a destroyed Russian infantry fighting vehicle at Hostomel. And that was kind of like the first time I got that back, was April somewhere last year. I was like, okay, so stuff did arrive and it did go to the places where it was needed. And that's cool to get back. It's not necessary, but it's cool. It's support, and I've tried to figure it out for myself in the early beginning of the war. From I want to do something, and what is it that I can do? You know, I'm no good going over there. I'm no good going into, you know, dressed up as a tree, lying in a ditch. I don't speak the language. So what can I do? Well, I can send over money, and I can send over stuff, and I can you know, make a little budget, see what's possible with that, and try if I can find some people who I can help with that. And that kind of worked out.
Worked out well.
Yeah.
Worked out well.
Well, in the beginning, everything was mental and chaos, and there were a lot of fakers out there. A lot of people, saying that they were something that in the end they were not. They were easily rooted out. You know, it's also, if you talk to somebody for like 15 minutes online, 9 out of 10 times you can probably judge if they're the real deal or not.
Yeah.
And if you follow their Instagram a bit and their moves and see who else knows them, or basically ask other people like you.
Yeah.
Do you know this guy? If you met him, is it okay? They're asking for shit. Can we try and help them? So it has the Brandon seal of approval. It's usually
He's good. He's a dick.
Yeah.
He's full of shit. He's good.
Exactly.
The biggest thing I've learned, particularly with foreign volunteers and even with Ukrainians, they go into a story. Like one guy writes me the other day about something. He didn't ask for my help yet, but he starts giving me information that I didn't ask for. Starts telling me about a battle they were in, and this happened, and he writes a couple paragraphs, and we walked into a Russian minefield, and my squad leader blew off his heel, and then that caused a firefight, and another mine went off, and now our team's falling apart, but we're trying to get more support. I didn't write you. You're writing me, telling me all these things.
It's a big red flag.
Yeah, it's a big red flag. I didn't ask you for that information.
No, and I have a very small Instagram following, and I don't actively try to make it bigger.
Yeah.
The reason I have the account is actually just to you know,
keep in touch with us.
Yeah,
all us good-looking guys.
Exactly, that's the thing. It makes it easier, you know.
Yeah.
And if people contact you out of the blue, it's usually the alarm bells go off. You know, it's
But not always.
No, not always. There's also been young guys in the Legion saying, "Listen, do you have an IFAC for me?"
Yeah.
And they don't ask for 10, you know. They ask for 1 or 2 and say, "Can you send me something, please?" Because we were promised stuff, it was delivered, and it disappeared. We have nothing, and we need to go do places and see people.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go to places to see people.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah, some of them are legit. I don't think all of them are.
No, but that young British boy you talked about the other day, I've talked to him before.
Got wounded.
Online, and we don't have much to talk about. Like, he's busy, I'm busy. But I didn't know that he was wounded and that piece ripped through his arm.
He was lucky to survive, mate. In the end, I think because of the way he told it to me, you know, he's pretty tough about it, you know, and actually joked a lot when he was in the hospital, just trying to get his mood up, you know. From I hope you can still keep your arm, because otherwise you need to learn how to wank with the other one.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
That's a big issue for me. Big issue, wanking.
just to lighten the mood a bit, and I think it worked a bit. But yeah, he's still out there, back at it again, healed up, and doing some hood rat shit again.
But you got him a couple ifaks, didn't you?
Yeah, I had some small ones left, and sent them to me when he still was in training. And they're probably long gone already, you know. That's the thing with the stuff also. People say, yeah, they got so much money, everything's going in there, they have everything. Yeah, maybe they have something today. There's absolutely no guarantee they will still have it tomorrow. Especially with the medical stuff, it's all a consumable. Mm-hmm. Well, a fucking car is a consumable nowadays. Everything's consumable, everything's temporary. And it's not the same as here. You can take really good care of your car here, you know, to keep the value and keep it pristine and resale value. But nobody's going to shoot at you here, so it's different.
We just like good engines and shitty bodies.
Exactly. The thing is that yeah, I don't think a lot of people here understand quite the scale of it. I don't understand it. I think you understand it a little bit better, but
it's a bold statement.
It's you know, it's the biggest war since, I think it's bigger than the Vietnam War nowadays.
It's I think biggest war since World War II.
Yeah, Korea. And I don't know how many soldiers there are in Donbass, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, I have no idea. But they all need things, they all need stuff, and they all lose shit, because that's how it goes, you know? Especially when something happens, you can lose half your kit in 10 minutes. And then you need to get it again. And the next day you lose it again, and you need to get it, and you need to get it again. So that's the circle. I think a lot of people are tired of it. The media is tired of it. Some people, like friends as well, you know, they support it. They are not as involved as I am, which is very much okay. They have their own charities and their own things they do.
Yeah, you were saying you have friends who good guys, no interest in Ukraine, but they help like Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, exactly. And one runs marathons for against children's cancer. Another one has his own Goodwill Foundation for people with heart defects. So they all do good things, and they all found a little niche where they do things. And I do this.
And we do Ukraine.
Yeah.
But do you know what they do have here?
What?
They've got an escort agency. Oh. God. So high up. Do you know what I miss? Hotels used to have. Do you remember the ice machine?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
back in the day? They used to have one on every hall.
You could get with a bucket and you could just and the funny thing is you used to see guys in their underwear walk out with a bucket.
Yeah. It's not like that. The best days are over. All right, baby. Look at this. This is how we do it in Europe.
You can have this one, I'll have this one.
What, the same thing?
No,
What one? Are you left or right?
I'm this one.
You're on the left?
No, I'm in here.
On the right? What? Oh, right.
You want the big bed?
No, it's your bed. You're paying. I'm paying for dinner. Got the nice fancy coffee machine as well. What is this? A sauna? Right, so that's a shitter. And this is, oh my God, you got a bidet in here. You can wash your asshole. Truly. It's a better life over here in Europe. It really is. Splash a bit of that up your monkey. It's clean too.